Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel here. Hey, it is a beautiful clear sky fall day in Idaho today, and I'm out at Dedication Point. I have the Autel Evo Lite Plus with me today. Just love the camera on this drone. It really does a fantastic job. So I haven't been out to the canyon for a while, so this is a good opportunity. I'm out here with Lauren from the Calgary Drone Group. He is flying his Mavic 3 Pro, hard at work there. And in any case, one of the reasons I brought this Autel drone is I wanted to show it to Lauren. The camera on this drone is all about the camera. The camera is just phenomenal. So in any case, we'll take this thing down. We'll go out over the canyon. We'll get down low over the Snake River and see if we can get some nice shots. It's a beautiful day to fly. Let's quit messing around. Let's get this bird in the air. Okie dokie. So I've got the drone fired up and we're ready to take off. It's been a while since I've flown this guy, so we're going to take a look at the safety menu. Max altitude 120 meters, which is max legal, no limit on distance. 35-meter return to home, which is perfect for where we're at. It is not asking for any calibrations, so we're good there. I got Lauren here with me. Lauren, you didn't bother calibrating your Mavic when you took off here, right?
No need.
I never do it either. Unless the drone asks for a calibration, I don't do it. And these modern drones, they don't ever ask for a calibration, do they?
If I would have been flying a Phantom here,
a Phantom would be a different story. That's right. That's right. Old school. Okay, so we're in shooting mode. Yeah, I'm trying to refamiliarize myself with the camera on here. So we're in 30 frames per second. I believe, yeah, I have to be in 30 frames per second to be able to use HDR so on this drone. So we're going to leave it in 30 frames per second. And I'm going to go ahead and start recording, and let's do an auto takeoff. It's been quite some time since I've flown this drone, so now you can see the obstacle avoidance on the screen. It's telling us that it's close to us. Let's bring it in here. We'll see if we can bring it into the camera. Much like what you would expect from DJI, and Lauren and I are kind of silhouetted here because we're looking straight into the sun, but let's bring the drone in just a little. Now it's not going to let me bring it closer. It's got obstacle avoidance on, so maybe I may want to turn obstacle avoidance off if I can remember how to do it. I know there's a button on here someplace. I know oh, right there, I think I can. Maybe? Yeah, confirm. So I turned obstacle avoidance off. So that, maybe we can bring it a little closer now. There we can. So you can see, and it's in smooth mode right now, so we're going to change that speed mode. Let's click on that. We're in standard mode now. So it's a little different with Autel. Smooth, standard, and ludicrous mode is what they call their sport mode. But in any case, let's send this guy out over the over the canyon. I'm dropping that camera down a little bit, reversing up now. We're high enough now. Let's just hit hard on that back stick, and I'm going to vector it out to where it has more of a direct shot out over the canyon. And over the canyon we go. You can see a guy hiking on the trail there, kind of coming back this way. And let's see if we can do a kind of a slow move around here and get this guy down into the canyon a little bit. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Snake River Canyon. Let's just move forward a little ways. I'm going to walk down towards the canyon wall so we can have a good unobstructed view. And get where we can get the controller and make sure that we're pointed right at the drone. How far out there are we? Sorry, I got a little distracted there for a second. And I see some ravens flying around and so forth. This is kind of one of the last good weekends, I think, to be flying. So I think we're going to see a lot of campers by the side of the river here. But let's quit messing around. Let's drop some altitude. Hard on that down stick. And I'm even kind of trying to shade myself. One of the problems with this drone is you are flying with your mobile device. So I've got my iPhone and I'm flying with that. And it works okay, but it's definitely not as bright as the smart controllers that we're used to. But let's get down here a ways. We're going to get down on the river and we're going to get out there a ways. So kind of show you. You're going to see a lot of folks camping and fishing. We are 100 meters negative altitude right now. Getting right down on the river. What a beautiful day. These fall days, I tell people that all the time. The best times to fly are spring and fall. In the summertime, it gets so blazing hot here that if you don't get up and fly early in the morning or late in the evening, and even in the evening it could be blazing hot, but during the day it's tough. I always think that if it's that warm in Idaho, what must it be like in places like Arizona and Las Vegas? And you know, I got a lot of friends that fly drones in Las Vegas. All I can say is they must get up early. Okay, we are 120 meters negative altitude. So we've got 240 meters leeway here of flying, because if we turn around and go up, we could go a lot higher. So I'm going to throw this guy in ludicrous mode.
There's actually a fair amount of wind down there.
Yeah, Lauren's telling me that he saw a fair amount of wind down there. Yeah, that's going to get us going a lot faster here. I kind of wanted to get out here to the kind of to the end of the road here and kind of show you that. It's been a while since I've been out there. And I'm going to, I was talking to Lauren here, at some point here I'm going to hand the controls to him and let him take the controls. Let me get her turned around and pointed back to us here. And this is essentially here, boy, the iPhone just dimmed a little bit. So when there's the kind of sun that there is out here, it can be tough to see. But even using that cooling pad that I put on the back, that's the problem with drones that use a. Sorry for that quick yaw. I am in ludicrous mode after all. Okay, I'm going to hand the control to Lauren and get his impressions. So Lauren, you're in high-speed mode,
okay,
and you're recording. So to change the speeds, if you want to go back to normal, you just tap on it where it says ludicrous.
And that's facing towards us?
That's facing towards us, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and you're down, I don't know, you're down in the canyon more than 120 meters.
Yep. So now you got a rookie on the sticks.
Well, I wouldn't say that you're a rookie, Lauren, but I mean, how often have you flown Autel drones, or have you?
Third time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let you. I'll ask, you can just focus on your drone there. But I just wanted to get Lauren's impression of flying the thing. I think, you know, for me, it's very smooth controls. Flies a lot like a DJI drone. I would say DJI's flight controls are second to none, but second is definitely Autel. And the other thing is, it's my experience with the Autel drones. It's all about the camera. It's not as fast, and it's maybe not even as I'm trying to think of the right word. Quick would be another word. You can't make the quick maneuvers that you can with a DJI drone, but it's very smooth, and you can definitely get some good cinematic video.
In ludicrous mode, there's no obstacle avoidance, right?
You have no obstacle avoidance right now. In fact, I turned it off, so in any mode you're in, there's no OA.
Okay, no, it's just because what I was planning on doing.
Oh,
I
okay.
was hoping to, but
yeah, I turned off all the
that's
OA. Truthfully, Lauren, that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up because it's kind of iffy
yeah.
on Autel. It works, but other times it doesn't. So I find myself really confident with DJI's OA, not so much on my Autel drones. I've had some issues.
I'm flying across the top of the ridge, wherever the hell
Well, I can see you're
should be
heading
almost
straight back to the home point because I can
Yeah.
tell by looking at the
I'm just not used to Autel, I'll tell you.
yeah, well, he's looking. Yeah, so to be fair, Lauren is looking at a whole different app than what he's normally looking at. And the wind has come up here a little bit. It seems to be doing okay.
There, I did it. Brought it back home.
Yeah.
With a bird in tow.
There it is.
Mr. Crawford, I surrender the controls to you,
Okay,
sir.
set her down. I'm going to put my mic back on my.
And I'm going to get pictures of that Boyd.
Yeah, that's a hawk, isn't it?
Hope I can. Might have to use you for bait.
So Lauren's going to get his camera. We saw a hawk flying there. So while we're here, and we have, I'm kind of shading myself. Oh yeah, we got plenty of battery power. I'm going to, and we're still in ludicrous mode. Yeah, the reason, and there's a raven right below us there. The reason that I wanted Lauren to fly the drone is because he's an acknowledged, he's going to be really humble, but he's an acknowledged expert. He's a go-to guy when it comes to drones, and within the Calgary drone group, there's a lot of people that he has taught a lot of people how to fly a drone. Let me put it that way. And he has an association with Drone Dynamics in Calgary. And Drone Dynamics loaned me and Lauren a little DJI Neo, so I got to appreciate that. So I'm just taking you to the end of the trail here. Lauren just took off with his Mavic 3 again, his Mavic 3 Pro. And we're going to go right over the top. So that trail there, I've shown that in videos before. That's where people, they can climb down into the canyon. Something you'll never catch me doing on that trail. Too old for that stuff. But I wanted to give you a look at the, go over the edge here and give you a look at the Swan Falls Dam. And if Lauren is up for it, I'm going to take him for a ride down there to the dam here before we're done today. But yeah, so let's bring it back. There's something else I want to look at here that I haven't looked at in a long time, and that is there is the compass. God, I couldn't think there, guys. Sorry. I'm an old man. Whoa, holy cow, what did I do there? Yeah, anyway, I need to focus on what I'm doing. Warning, it says something. Huh, now safe to fly. Maybe that wasn't me. I don't know what that was, but boy, you saw the drone spin around there. Let's bring it back to, ooh, gee. Well, I'm going to go back into normal mode, standard mode. Yeah, so I don't know what that was. I don't know if there's winds out there or what. It's possibly wind, but we definitely had something going on there. So what I was looking for here was the compass, and I am not seeing it. So here's my problem: is my phone is really dark. And that's another negative on this particular drone, is that you, yeah, now my phone just brightened up a little bit, so that might be a little bit better. Let me see, am I close to it here? What I'm looking for is the compass, and I'm kind of disoriented here. I don't see it. Yeah, now the drone here, yeah, there's some stuff going on, so we're just gonna, discretion is the better part of valor. I'm gonna bring this guy back. I don't know if we got high winds out there or what, but it's definitely messing with the drone, so let's bring her back home.
And down 140 meters.
Lauren is just telling me he's 140 meters negative altitude into the canyon. But that's another thing I'll tell you is with the DJI drone, I just, you know, you don't have the it withstands the wind much better than this drone, than the Autel drone. Yeah, okay, this is what I'm looking for right here. And the drone seems to be, yeah, okay, here we are. I just was too far the other way. And I was getting those weird things going on with the warnings there, so I didn't want to mess around too much. But let's get down over the compass. And what this originally was for airmail. Back in the day, when they had airmail planes, they put that compass there with an arrow to point them towards Boise. So when the airmail came towards Boise. And then there's always people changing around this. Let's see, what does this say? Well, we don't want to go, yeah, that's not good. So we're not going to look at that. Somebody thought they were really funny there, and it's not. Okay, so let's just bring it back home here. And I'm going to go back up by the camera, and we'll bring it in for a landing. Yeah, usually there's some, you know, people will move those rocks around and do some cool things, but that, to me, was not what you want to see. Okie dokie. So let's see, how far out are we? We are about 300 meters out, and the camera's still rolling here. I thought I had shut the camera off, but I didn't. Let's go ahead and hit return to home. Let's do it on the controller. And let's see how close we get to a precision landing. And we've been recording for 15 minutes. I kind of thought we'd been up there longer than that, but that's what it says here. So, and here comes the drone. And again, you know, I'm kind of struck by, you know, I just flew the DJI Neo, how much quieter this drone is than the Neo. I'm going to drop the camera down as we come back here. We'll see if we can get this guy right on the pad. I don't know if it'll do a precision landing, but if it does, we'll let it land. And that was me dropping that camera straight down. And you can see the X in the middle of the screen recorder. It's a little bit off. Now it's starting to land. Yeah, it's good. It's pretty close, isn't it? So we'll see. I'll hit that pause button if it looks like it's going to land in a bush or something. But if it'll hit that pad, we'll just let it. It's pretty close. It's darn close. Yeah, accurate landing, correcting, it says. Look at that. It's going to get right on the pad. Yeah. Might be a little bit to one side. Now it's correcting itself again. And look at that. Almost in the center of the H. That's awesome. Let me shut everything down and we'll do a quick conclusion. That is, if my conclusions are ever quick. I don't know. Hey, okie dokie. So that was a good flight. And we got Lauren's impressions on flying the drone. In fact, I'm going to wait for him to land his drone and we'll talk to him about it and get his impressions. But he's flying his Mavic 3 Pro right now, so we're not going to bug him. But give me just a second here and we'll see what he said about what he thinks of the Autel. Hey, okay, so Lauren landed his Mavic 3 Pro. I'm quite sure you got some
After I scared the heck out of Marcus.
Hey, he dropped that drone right on my head. Right on my head, I'm telling you. And he did the signature Lauren hand catch. But anyway, so we got down there in the canyon, and I handed the controls to the Autel Evo Lite Plus. These names can be... and I just want to get your impressions of what you thought of it.
I think it's actually pretty darn good. The things that you had mentioned about the control, yes, I agree wholeheartedly. They're definitely not the same as DJI, but it's not a DJI drone. It's an Autel, and you have to accept your drone for what it does. And once you get used to it, it's great. It's same as if you were flying Autel your whole life, and then you fly in DJI. It's going to feel different. Not better, not worse, just different.
Right. So. The way I describe DJI drones often is athletic. In other words, they're very responsive.
Yep.
And the Autel is not quite as responsive. That said, it doesn't mean that you still can't get amazing cinematic shots with it. And, you know, go ahead.
But again, with the DJI, you can make it fly exactly like that just by adjusting your rates.
You adjust your rates. And I have recently gone to the Billy Kyle School of adjusting all of the rates, and have learned a lot, quite frankly, and just messing around with them. The main thing is, and of course we're kind of getting off subject here, but just understanding how they all work is an important thing. And that's a little bit intimidating to people, but it's really simple. I did a video on it, but I'm going to tell you, go to Billy Kyle's video, because Billy Kyle did a really good video on adjusting your DJI rates. So the main thing, and of course Lauren hasn't seen that yet, but the big thing about this drone is this camera is just phenomenal.
Marcus, I have, because I do watch your videos.
You watched a few, but you've seen them through the YouTube. But in any case, what I always tell people is, why are you buying a stabilized camera drone? Well, you're buying it because you want to take some good video and some good pictures, right? So that's the main thing you look for in a drone. I mean, the drone has to fly, it has to be stable, etc. But then that camera is the big deal. So, and Autel does provide that.
That's the milk and cookies.
The milk and cookies right there. So anyway, I guess that's about it. We've probably, our little short conclusion wasn't exactly a short conclusion, was it? This is Marcus Crawford and Lauren Donauer. Lauren's with the Calgary Drone Group. I'm with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel and check out the Calgary Drone Group as well. And appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one. The Autel Evo Lite Plus at Dedication Point on the Snake River Canyon.